Yo, it's me, it's the SCOTT baby, and I'm here with my top 20. Yes, my first top 20, because I couldn't just do 10. Excuse me. My top 20 favorite plot twists in films. I do have 5 honorable mentions, so we'll get to those, but these are my top 10 over here. So, top 5 honorable mentions are I Spy. The 5 honorable mentions: I Spy. They're working with Famke Janssen's character, and she supposedly dies, but it turns out she's actually working with the enemies. Orphan. She's not a little girl. She's actually a middle-aged woman disguising herself as a little girl, and she gets attached to the fathers that she's adopted to. The Faculty. This was that big of one to put in there, but it turns out that the sweet little farm girl is actually the leader of the aliens. GoldenEye. Didn't put this one in the list because it's kind of ruined by the video game, and that is that Alec Trevelyan, or Double O 006, is actually the villain, Janos. And because I don't care for the twist in this movie, but I had to put it on here, Iron Man 3. The Mandarin is just an actor. A villain I thought should have been in the first Iron Man movie, because I remember growing up with the cartoon series, and they fucked him up. And now they're introducing the real Mandarin in Chai-Chi and the Ten Rings or something like that. But he's an Iron Man villain. Sorry. So, now we have the top 20. And number 20 is My Soul to Take, a Wes Craven film. And the twist in here is that, these 7 kids, and one of them has, there's this guy, his name was Abel Plenkoff. He had a bunch of multiple personalities, and one of them was the Ripper. And on the night that he died, 7 children, one of them his own, were born, and one of them has the evil soul inside of him. And you're led to believe throughout the film that it's Bug, the guy's son, because carry on the legacy, but it's actually his best friend. And I kind of like that twist. It's just like, you think it's him, and it even messes with his head to make it think that it's him, but it's not. It's actually his best friend, and I always like that twist. Number 19 is No One Lives. This supposed couple goes into the small town. These people are bad people, and they start to attack this couple, and then the woman that's with the guy kills herself, and they find a woman in the guy's trunk, and it turns out this guy is actually not a very good guy either, and that's kind of a twist. It's not a late plot twist, but I thought, you presented this was a couple, but it's not. That's kind of why it's down low. Number 18 is Us. The idea that these alternate versions of ourselves come up from the underground, and the leader is supposed to be an alternate version of our main character, but it turns out it's actually the original version of the main character that switched places with her when she was a kid. Decent twist. Number 17 is Break. This guy is put through hell, and he's told that it's a test, and that's like double twist type thing. He's told I did a review on it already. Good. He's told it was all a test so that he can be put up next to as a president's bodyguard, and then at the end it's revealed that that's not true. All this was a setup. Even his girlfriend just stayed at the location of the president's safe house. Number 16 is Upgrade. Guy's wife is murdered, murdered by these gang members, and so he is paralyzed, and it turns out this whole thing was a setup by the AI STEM so he could have a living body. Everything was set up by this AI STEM. It seemed to be some kind of ally for him in the film, but it turns out, no, it's not. It's actually the villain. Number 15 is Dead Silence. It's revealed that Mary Shaw has actually been taking the form of the stepmom, and has hollowed out the guy's dad, as a puppet, and has been, orchestrating this whole thing from the beginning. And, yeah. The Visit. Shyamalan. M. Night Shyamalan, welcome to the list. At number 14. And of course, the twist is that the grandparents they're going to visit are not really their grandparents. They're escaped mental patients that killed their grandparents and are kind of just, you know, yeah. You're gonna not like this because it's so low, but for me, this twist was spoiled for years. So that's why it's kind of low on the list. Number 13 is Psycho, and it's kind of a double twist. One, the character we follow for most of the movie is killed off partway through. Then we follow her sister. Then it's revealed that it's actually that the mother, who they believe is doing the killing, is actually dead, and it's actually Norman with multiple personality disorder going around killing people. I should put this at number 7, but not my top though. Number 12 is Seven. What's in the box? It's revealed, this killer, he's killing by the 7 deadly sins, and it turns out, this John Doe, it turns out that he's actually got Brad Pitt's wife's head in a box. And it's actually, the last 3 sins are John Doe, envy, and or last 2, envy, and then wrath is him. He had to shoot. And so yeah. Number 11 is Now You See Me, another Morgan Freeman movie. And I think about it, these 4 are taken on this journey, and by someone they don't know who, and they're being chased by Special Agent Dylan Rhodes, and it's revealed at the end that Dylan Rhodes was actually behind all this. He's actually the son of the magician that went missing, and he's in this for revenge. And then they get the second one where Morgan Freeman was supposed to be this. In the first one, he was supposed to be this debunker of all magic stuff. It's revealed to be behind everything. I don't know. Now we're into the top 10 now. Number 10 is Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Everyone knew that Bucky was going to be the Winter Soldier, so they had to put another twist in, and that's that Hydra is still alive and well within S.H.I.E.L.D. And that's a pretty good twist. Number 9 is My Bloody Valentine. It turns out the guy we've been following, Tom Hanniger, who I didn't want this to happen, is actually the killer. But it's on his head, and it's like, I already reviewed this, but, and it's like Harry Warden has sort of taken over part of his head, like it messed with him that much. He's got, mental problems now and all that, and it leads you to believe that it's going to be Axel, but it's not. It's actually Tom, and I didn't really like that, but this is the weird one. Number 8 is Ghost. I'll never forget this twist. It is a twist. It's revealed that Carl, the best friend of Patrick Swayze's character, was behind the incident that caused his death. Willie, the guy who killed him, was actually only supposed to get the wallet, or the guy's wallet, and the information that they needed for the account, but he killed Carl. He killed Sam instead, Patrick Swayze's character instead, and so things had to change. But it's revealed that that Carl, who's supposed to be the guy's best friend, was behind this because he wanted the money because of gambling problems or something. But outside of an interesting twist. Number 7 is The Uninvited. Led to believe that the stepmom, who used to be the caretaker of the original mom, played by Elizabeth Banks, we're led to believe that she is like evil and she's killing people. But it turns out it was all in the main character's head, and she's been doing all this stuff as revenge the whole time. And I love that twist. I love it. Boogeyman 2 is number 6, and this twist got me. It's this boogeyman. Well, it doesn't really make much sense when you think about it. This boogeyman's been killing people in this asylum, and he's using their fears, of course. And at the end, it's revealed it's actually her brother Henry, who was supposed to be cleared of his phobias, which he was. He was locked in the closet by the doctor, and because of that, he actually embraced it way too much and gave in to the boogeyman, and the boogeyman possessed him. I always like that twist. This one probably would have been up higher if it had been room for me because of Wikipedia. But Number 5 is Final Destination 5, and the revelation that the last 2 survivors are on this plane. They're going to Paris, and it's revealed that it's actually Flight 180 from the first Final Destination film, and this is a prequel. Doesn't make any lick of sense. And also that Tony Todd's in this, and he looks older than he did in the original 2, but who cares? Decent twist. Number 4 is Saw. The very first Saw. There's other twists in this, but it goes back to the first one. The twist that the guy who's supposed to be dead on the floor for the entire film is actually the one behind it. It's awesome. Absolutely awesome. Love it. Moving on. Number 3 is Spider-Man Homecoming. Yes, this twist that Adrian Toomes, the guy Spider-Man's been trying to stop for all this film, is the father of the girl he wants to ask out. Is taken to the dance. Well, it doesn't make sense given her skin color. It's too dark to be mixed. It was a decent twist. Didn't see it coming. Number 2 is Split. M. Night Shyamalan, welcome back. Split. Man, now, to be honest, I hadn't seen Unbreakable I should put Unbreakable as an honorable mention because it's a decent twist, but I hadn't seen Unbreakable when Split came out, and I watched Split by itself, but I knew enough about Unbreakable because of Watch Mojo and stuff that ruined the ending for me, so I knew what Unbreakable was. And at the end, when they do the news report about who they're calling the Horde, and they said, hey, that sounds familiar. Someone, several years ago, well, they gave him a name too. What was it? And you see Bruce Willis turn around and say, Mr. Glass. Holy shit. It's linked to Unbreakable. Mr. Shyamalan, welcome back. Yeah, I mean, The Visit was really his return to form, but this one, very good. Number 1, as weird as it is Fast 5. I gotta admit, this has to be number 1 because I go by my reactions to him. And this reaction, when I was in the theater with my friend and we were watching this, and there was a mid-credit scene, and you see Eva Mendes walk up to The Rock while he's sitting there, and he goes, I got something for you. A hijacking. Toretto? No. Not interested. You're gonna be. And he flips the page, and it shows Letty still alive, even though we shown sort of in the previous film that she's dead. It's just jumping the shark, maybe a little bit, but I remember just seeing that, and both of us looked at each other going, "What?" Yeah, there it is. My top 20 plot twists. I'm also going to do my top 10 favorite animated Disney films, top 10 favorite live-action Disney films, top 10 favorite non-Disney animated films, because there are some of those too. So look forward for those ones. Probably not tonight, but just look for those. Until then, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.